Good morning. It's Monday, April 24th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Dragon Sword. You just saw me turn around and go flip the switch on the fan that's kind of right above me here that you can't see, but it makes a little buzzing noise, and I don't want to have to avoid moving blades with the blade. Okay. We have this morning a review of what we were doing last week. As I was looking at my notes and looking through what I have from the original Chinese that I've now translated, and it's up with last week's class, and it's up on my website. It jogged the memory, and the description gave me something that I had forgotten, and I'm going to talk about it because we're going to work on it this morning. There were two things that came out of that. One is the memory that I have of doing exactly what I gave you, exactly the same way, and discovering that it was wrong. Okay? There are two movements in the form that are very similar. The one that I gave, we haven't gotten to yet. Okay? And we're gonna work on this. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Alright, as we're moving, right? So we have this back and then around and around, going this way. We do that. Not in this move. Oops. Goes the other way. Right? So I'm here. And no, I'm going to go this way. Just slice to the outside as I go down. That this happens. It happens. Not this move. And that is something, and I'm talking about it now because I have spent so many years on trying to get it right. Okay? I've always tried to get it right. I didn't want to change whatever it was. I wanted, this is what you're showing me, this is what I'm learning, this is what I want to be able to do. I want to get it right. I want all the pieces to come together. I want all of the internal workmanship. I want all of the physical movement. I want to get it right. What's right? Well, what's been codified, what's been written down, what's been taught, that's what's right. Can I do something different? I can. And there's another move right here that I need to correct as well. And I thought about this, and I'm going to put this down because I need to do some stretches before I get started. I thought about this, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just what? Just what? Ignore it? Not pay attention to it? What? Just talking about here it is. This is what it should be. Let's work on it. It's the only way I know how to do it. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Bend the knees, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, and hand circle to the front. Back around to both sides. Up along the center line. And reach out. Keep the shoulders down. Bend the knees. And again. One more time. Reach out. Extend through the back as you reach out. Roll up. Fingertips reach up. Elbows drop down. Wrists, hands return to your sides. Leg stretch. Right leg front, left leg back. Open it up a little bit. Yeah, just open it up a little bit. Alright. Don't push into the knee. Straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and sink more. Come on up. Outward circle. I'm going to stand on my left. You're going to stand on your right. Knee up. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put it down. Pick up the other leg. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put it down. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, relax. Notice, I didn't so much lose my balance. And even though I was putting my foot down several times, I didn't stop. Better. It's better. That effort, okay, matters. It matters. It really does. Give me a couple more weeks and I'll have that so I'm not putting my foot down and I'm not wobbling. What's the secret? Yeah, I'm checking some things over here as I was taking another sip of coffee. It's been one of those mornings already. All right, it has. The hold through the sustaining leg, through the center here, as I bring the other leg up, so whichever side I'm on, right? My hold on this side has not been as good. It got better. Being able to find that center line and hold it and suspend through the back, through the whole body, so that you can sustain that one leg, gives you your centering for so many other things, right? And we use that repeatedly in the forms. All right. We have and I'm going to mention this just real quick. For much of my training, I was going to put a number of years on it, but I'm not going to. I could. For much of my training, I spent time in class learning as intensely as I possibly could, one-on-one, from Professor Liu. I went to China, group class, private class. I paid attention, I took notes, I worked as hard as I possibly could while I was there, so that when I came back, I would have the material to review and work from. And then I practiced, and I practiced some more, and then I practiced some more, and then I went back to ask for corrections. Okay? Here's what I've been doing, here's what I've practiced. is this, you look at it and tell me, is it correct? Am I doing what you think I should be doing? It's your form, you tell me, right? Is it correct? If not, tell me what's correct. Help me fix it. Sometimes that was not entirely smooth. I'm going to leave it at that. The effort, however, is what I have for today. That I'm looking at it, I'm going to work with it, and what am I doing that is or is not correct? Why does it matter? It matters to me. It matters for the history. It matters for the tradition. It matters to me. And that's pretty much it. It matters to me. So, we're here, and I'm off to the side so you can see this. Right? We just stepped through. All right, let me go from. I'm here. Step 1 here. Up. 1, 2, 3. Down. Forward. 1, 2. Step. Okay. As we complete that step, from here, oh, yes, I did, right? Right foot front, here. This comes in, and I need to come around on this side, and down. Right? So from here, I just did it. Right? Swing left. Seriously, swing left. It's written. Yes, that's what it says. Swing left. And I'm having fun with this partly because as I'm working through how the form is moving, how I'm moving through this, there are, and this is something that happens with any kind of body work, there are certain memories that are actually quite pleasant. There's some that are, not so much, I don't want to lose. But there are some things that are quite pleasant. And so as I'm paying attention, oh, well, wait, I remember that now. And when I remember that movement, there's something else that's associated with it that gives me that time and place. That memory, part of muscle memory, it's part of my having been present while I was learning. I wasn't distracted, I wasn't looking at something, I was paying attention where I am right now, what am I doing? That is something that we want to embrace and we want to cultivate, because that gives us insights to our own practice that we would not have otherwise. All right, so I'm here. Swing left. And down. It's relatively simple. That's it. From here, turn the hand over. That's it. I'm here. Come around and down. The opportunity to do something else is almost always present, right? There are some things that won't make any sense, so yeah, no, logically it's not going to make sense. There are other things that we could do, exactly what I'm doing right now, that, well, which one? I went back to my notes. I went back to, and I went back to the original Chinese. Okay. That has, that skill, being able to look at the characters and know what they mean, right? I'm fluent, and that skill has given me insights to practice that I would not have otherwise. If I could not read Chinese, I would not know. I have it in my notes as a correction, but it wasn't being, I wasn't putting it together until I went back to the original and looked at it. Going back to the source, where did this come from? Well, it came from Liu Yuzheng, who lives in Zhengzhou in Henan, China. That's where it came from. It didn't come from magic. It didn't come from me watching a bunch of videos. It came from this human being who taught me this. As I was learning, I took my own skills and applied them to what I was being taught. That's what I'm doing right now. My own skills to say, this is what I had. Right? No, left foot, no. I could. It'd work. I could. I'm here. In the form, my right foot needs to be in front. Why? Because I can't turn to the left if I'm here. Right? If I use, here, I just step up. If I don't make that turn, if I leave that movement out, I can go either way. Well, I left a movement out. Why would I want to keep that movement? It's part of the form, right? Truly, it is. I want to keep it. It's part of the form. But let's take a look at what I'm doing here for a second. I'm here. Not at. Yeah, I'm here. Turn and come around. That sweep to step up gives me greater strength. It gives me a different use of the blade that I didn't have if I didn't do that. It gives me another method for stepping and turning. So, why would I want to leave that out? I don't. But I forgot. And that recognition, and just, that's what happened. All right? That recognition that, having something that's been written down, having something that has been codified, having something that has been cross-checked and cross-referenced, and now we're going to go back and we're going to say, well, from this and this and this, here's what I've come up with. That's been my method for everything. I didn't just take it at face value. The movements I always took at face value. Okay? The man that I was learning from had some serious skills, so I'm going to take that at face value. And so everything else, I had to look up a lot of Chinese stuff, the philosophies. I had to look it up. I couldn't speak English, and my Chinese wasn't good enough, so I had to look it up. And little by little, I got better. And as I got better, there was more of the explanation that I could understand. And I'm going to say, to this day, there are some things that, yeah, you need to not be there. Thank you. To this day, there are some things that are easier for me to pay attention to in Chinese than in English. It just, the English doesn't work for me. All right. As we're turning here, all right, here, turn. The blade needs to come around. It's not flat of the blade swipe. So, turn. As you turn, it's not that much. It's not that much of a turn in the wrist. The body turns. Right? Here to here. My wrist didn't move very much. My waist did. Right? Step up. As this comes around, that step needs to be well coordinated with the blade so that as you step up, here, turn, set. From here, going back, all right, that I'm here. Previously, outside to the inside, turn around and down. We don't do that yet. We don't do that yet. This time it's to the inside. So, I'm here. Turn to the left again. Come around, overhead, around, and out. Do this to the other side. From here, back, back. Yeah, maybe. Hang on. I'm gonna get there. Back. All right. To the inside, to the outside, and to the outside. This goes all the way down. It's not going there today. It is not going there today. All right, the work that we did last week on the legs, we're going to do a little bit more this morning, and I'm going to see how close I can get to maybe kind of being close to where I should be. The effort, instead of to the inside, it's to the outside. And again, let me stress this. We go the other way. We go to the inside. It's to 2 more, 3 more moves. Okay? So, just move it ahead a little bit. Alright? Here. Turn to the left. right? We've just, and one way to remember this, and this is what I'm paying attention to right now, okay? We're here. I'm going to turn to the left and down and up, to the left and out. If I think about it in those terms, right? Left, left. I have to go to the left again. That's an inside to the outside. Right foot front. Shit, Jen. Swords at an angle, stab in, turn to the left, come around, center, go back, to the left again, 1 and 2. It goes a lot faster. Let's do that again 3 times. Right foot front, turn, center, back, left, and left. Right foot front, turn to the left and circle, 1, 2, to the left, to the outside, to the outside. And don't set your wrist like that. It should be solid. It's not at an angle. All right, and set. Turn to the left, in, back, out, and out. All right, the work to get all the way down is easy and not so easy. All right, if you are, 4 or 5 years old, not too tough. Yeah, as I've gotten older, I've lost some of that. I have. Can I get some of it back? I believe so, and that's what I'm working on. That's what we're working on last week, and that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so on the floor, stretch for the back of the leg, bend the knees, and I'm going to go this way, bend the knees, reach over, hold at the ankle, pull your chest to your thighs, flatten the back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, release, and work the back of the leg as you stretch over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and relax. All right, that stretch. Left leg up, right leg extended. You can hold with your elbow if you want. All right. Put your right hand near your right hip, close as you can get it. Push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and sit down. Guess where this movement goes? Right here. All right. We're going to do this a couple more times. And we'll do it on the other side as well. As we push up, all right, this hand, right, my elbow on my left hand is hooked around my left knee. It is holding and supporting my left knee. It's also pulling me closer to my thigh, so that chest to the thigh, that's what's going on here. All right, that reach up, has to happen in order to be able to get down here. All right, as I'm pushing up with my right hand behind the right hip. All right, for right now, I'm going to hold a fist because I want to push harder. Bring the fist as close as you can to your hip, and then set the heel so that you've got play in the knee, just a little bit, not a lot. It's flat on the ground. It really is supposed to be flat on the ground, but it's not stiff. You need to set the heel because you have to get up. You have to go to it. All right? There's the getting down part and there's the getting up part. Okay? Both of them have to happen. All right. Set the fist, set the heel, bend the knee, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and sit down and relax. We're going to do that on the other side. That hold, that has to happen. The opportunity to learn how to do it, right? How do I do that? We do this, right? That facility to be down here, to have weight on the heel, because I have weight on my heel, to keep the leg and the body in good alignment so you're not leaning forward, you're not leaning back, your chest really is right up next to your thigh. That flexibility plus the strength to hold the position through the leg and through the torso are what we're trying to develop with this. All right, plant the fist. Can I do that? I hurt my knuckle. I'm checking to see if I can do this. I can do it with my hand. I'm going to do it with my fist. All right, and ready, and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and set. You stayed a little bit longer than I intended, but it's okay. All right, relax for a second. We're going to try a little bit. I'm going to see how it goes. That up and down part, I'm pretty sure now I can get down. I may have to use my hands, but we're going to do it. And this is, I'm going to say again, the multitudes of videos that people produce that are perfect. Oh man, that's great. Oh yeah, great. Oh, that looks so nice. Right? There was some struggle to make that happen. We don't see that. We just see the result. Here it is. You know, that sense that we have to work for it. It's not given. It's not, oh gee, golly, that looks so nice, I can do that in 5 minutes. No, you can't. Not going to happen. That sense that we have to work at it, we have to practice, that's the only way you get better at something is to practice it, right? What are we going to practice? As I step through, here, turn, down, back, to the outside, and down. How to use my hands. Alright, and I'm still leaning way too much, but it's here, right? I'm leaning forward way too much. And I'm way too far over my knee. Okay, so I'm leaning forward and my knee is extended too far forward. So I have to sit back further, right? And I have to be able to stay there. I have to be able to hold that. Back of the leg, what we were just doing on the floor, is what will get me there. Okay? It's going to take a little bit. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. I'm practicing. Okay? You're invited to join me. Come on. Right foot front. Turn left, down. Back, left to the outside. Right foot front. Turn. And that wasn't, that wasn't all that great. One more time. Turn. That was, yeah, it's okay. Need to adjust my step. That step back, I step back too far. Right? How do I know that? Because I can't go all the way down. It feels solid. It's a solid stance. If I was trying to do something, I'd be okay with that. But I want it to go all the way down. I have to adjust my step. I have to adjust my stance. I have to adjust how I time the movement of my waist with the sword. So that as I complete, I talked about this before, as I complete the move, I complete the move, right? If this is as far as I'm going, I'm here, right? If this is as far as I'm going, I'm here. That physical capability, I can go lower if I step wider, but I cannot go as low as I could if I properly adjust my step. I'm here. I'm here. Come around. And down. Here. I can get there. Now, I have used my hands and I was leaning too far forward. I can get there. Strength through the upper body, through the abs, strength, holding strength through the leg and through the hip. I can get there. Second one, right? Here. I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there. My weight is forward of my heel to the point that I can't go down. My legs don't go that far. Literally, the full extension of my legs does not accommodate that step. I'm imagining that my leg is about, about 7 or 8 inches longer than it actually is. It's not. And that's something that happens, or it is again, that's something that happens frequently. As we're learning and as we're thinking about, I want this big extension. Let me make it bigger, right? As we do that, we have to pay attention to what my body your body has the capability of doing, right? So if I think that I can stretch here, look where my hip is. It's not gonna happen. I'm too wide. Here, I can. Small change. Very small change. But now I've got the ability to set the balance and go down. Here, I can't. I can't get there. And I want you to pay attention to that in your own step. So, yeah, I can step out here. I'm never going all the way down. Here, sorry. Here, I could. Right? Today, I'm going to wrap up for today. We covered corrections from this step. It's not here. It's here. Okay? Not the small turn. We want a bigger turn. We want that sweep to come all the way around. Straight back. And we're not sweeping outside to inside. We're going inside to outside. Left, go to the outside. All right? That extension happens as we go up and down. So that's the inside, right? I want to go to the outside, outside. Being centered well enough over the sustaining leg that you can go all the way down is what we want. The stance is too wide. You can't sustain your weight. Won't work. Pay attention to the length of your leg. That's what will give you how wide you can actually step. Okay, so legs, and we're going to do that sitting exercise again, by the way. Right? Legs extended. If you can bend and flexion, if you can bend your knee and flex it, you're in a good position. If you can't, pull your leg towards you until you're in a position that you can. It may be easy, it may be a struggle. Either one. That's where we end up. And it does take practice. It's not, it's going for it. There's no magic thing that will make it all of a sudden work for you. Knowing what the extent of the movement should be. Knowing how to get there. Knowing what the orthodox movement is, right? With what was written, knowing what that is. Knowing what the options are. I could do this, I could do that. Both of them are logical based on what I'm doing in this particular move. Does what I'm doing in this move make sense in the context of what I'm doing next or what I just did? Understanding that and being able to put those pieces together gives me my practice. That's what I've been doing. That's what I'm here to do. I'm really happy that the folks who've been here with me have been here, and I welcome anybody else that wants to join. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do more Dragon Sword. We're going to do more of the leg work. I'm probably going to review all of these movements again this week. I'll put some parts of it together on Wednesday, and then give a preview of what we're going to do next week in the next moves. And by the way, I have revised what I got up on the website, so it's a little bit easier to access. You'll see the difference if you want to take a look. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.